Today we are fixing up a caprese salad crescent roll. Y'all, doesn't that just sound fantastic? I promise you, you're just gonna love this recipe. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Melissa Diane. So we're gonna go ahead now and just jump into the ingredients that we're gonna be using for this caprese salad crescent roll. For your ingredients, you need some cream cheese, and all of these measurements will be below the video. You also need some crescent rolls. I've already opened these. We got our crescent rolls out here. You're gonna need to have a little bit of mozzarella. We're gonna shred just a bit of this. You're gonna need some tomatoes, using some fresh tomatoes chopped up. I'm using a few little fire roasted tomatoes, and then you need some basil. And then also, I think over here I've got, yes, we need some butter, just a little bit of melted butter. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, now that we have all the ingredients out, and I'm gonna take this cream cheese, and we're just gonna put about, because 1, 2, 3, 4, we're gonna do about 6 crescent rolls today, because I'm also making some other ones for something else. So we're gonna take this and probably, let me reach back here and get another knife. I'm gonna take, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do, I think, half a block. We may not need quite all of that, but we'll do half of a block. And we'll set this aside. Okay, set our knife over there. So we've got that. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna shred a little bit of this mozzarella cheese. And we're gonna mix it in with this cream cheese. Here we go. We're gonna take this and we're gonna shred just a little of this. Because remember, you don't need a whole lot because we're gonna be putting this inside these crescent rolls. And I've gone ahead and I've rolled out the crescent rolls here, so we're all ready to go. And this mixture, this is something that you could make ahead, like if you're gonna be having a party or something, or a dinner, you could go ahead and get this all made up ahead of time and just have it ready to go. And now we're just gonna mix this up. We're gonna take this cream cheese, and this cream cheese has been sitting out for a good little while, so it's really nice at room temperature. And you want to keep that mozzarella around, maybe shred you just a little bit more, and I may go ahead and do that now. Let me look over here. I think I'll get me a little container, and let me bring that back. And here, I just had a thought. Hang on with me, hang on, don't leave me. I just had a thought, and that thought is, why not go ahead, I like to think on the go sometimes. I think when these come out of the oven, because this is a recipe that I've just kind of made up, and then I went on to ChatGPT and did just getting a little bit of an idea. Pretty much just kind of thought of this last night. I think when these come out of the oven and we put that melted butter on there, y'all, and then we put the melted butter on, and then put a little bit of shredded mozzarella on top, and then garnish that with just a few little pieces of basil. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so pretty. What pretty, pretty rolls. Okay, so I kind of made a mess, but I think that's gonna be enough shredded cheese, maybe a little more, to go on top. And this way it's all ready when it comes out of the oven, and we don't have to shred it. Now, a tip for shredding mozzarella. You do want to, if you keep your mozzarella in the refrigerator while you're doing everything else, and then shred it last minute, it will shred easier for you than when it gets kind of soft and at room temperature. And I have gotten to where, I don't know about y'all, leave me some comments in the description, or excuse me, in the comment section. I don't know about y'all, but I've gotten to where I've just been pretty much shredding my own cheese lately. If I have a big recipe, I'll use my KitchenAid mixer. But I've learned all the stuff, and I'm not super picky, but I've learned all the stuff that's in shredded cheese now, all the stuff they have to put in there to like to keep the cheese from clumping up together, and that stuff's not good for you. And so when I've learned all that, I've just gotten to where I shred my own, and it tastes a lot better. Okay, so we've got the cream cheese and we got the mozzarella cheese all mixed together. Now I'm gonna take a few of these little pieces of roasted tomato, And I'm just gonna cut some little pieces up actually with my kitchen scissors. And you can use fresh tomatoes. A lot of times I use fresh tomatoes. Or, I always have fresh tomatoes in the refrigerator. But guess what? Today I didn't. I couldn't believe it. I desperately have got to get down to the grocery store. And so we're out in the country a little ways, so it takes a little bit a time to get into the grocery store. And I've just usually do curbside or something, and I just had not done it in about a week. And I couldn't believe I didn't have any tomatoes in there. And so I looked in the pantry, though, and had these fire roasted tomatoes, and they'll taste fantastic. So put that in here, get this all mixed up. And I heard something, I'll tell you in a second, so hang on. I was watching something, there's several different gardening channels that I like to watch, and there was one, and they were showing how to cut up basil, and it was totally different than how I cut up basil. And we grow basil out here. I've got a huge 2 or 3 really big basil plants. And I like to dry it and everything so I can have it all year. But man, I found out I would just take my knife and just go chop, 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 and just chop up that basil, and found out that that was not the best thing. I need to either be tearing it actually or rolling it and then slicing it. Anyway, so here we go. I got this already. Now, I'm gonna set this aside. We're gonna get our basil, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so for my basil, I've got this all ready to go in. This is for a little bit. Let me move this over here. So usually I would a lot of times just take my basil, and this is all been washed really well. This came from the garden, and I'll just start kind of snipping it. And everything I've been reading and learning about is that it's better to just tear it. You're gonna keep more of the flavor if I just tear it. You may already know this, but I didn't. You tear it, or if you do want to cut it, to take it, and I think I've seen Jay do this. I'm gonna have to ask him. You take that basil and you roll it up really, really, really skinny, and then after that, then you can take your knife and go chop, 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 and you don't lose as much of the flavor. And but they said when you just start snipping it all apart with the scissors, it's not as good. So I'm like, okay. And so I'm actually going to sit here and just kind of tear it and put this in here. And then we're going to mix this all up and put it in our rolls. And I'll bring you around here so you can get a better view of what's going on. So we're doing so good here. We've got everything just about mixed up. And we're just going to start putting this on our rolls, and then we're going to roll these little guys up. I think I could just eat this. The bad thing is, it's kind of like cookie dough. I could probably, I think, eat this without even putting it in a roll. Just sit down and eat this with some crackers. And this would make a really good just little dip. If I made too much, if I have too much, then I will do that. But I bet you can use most of this. And if you, while I'm doing this, I was going to ask you, because this is how I learn and how I get new ideas a lot of times, is if you have got a crescent roll recipe that you think, oh my gosh, Melissa just needs to know about this, please send that to me. My email's in there below the video, and let me know. And if you send me one, I can put it on the channel, and I'll tell everyone where it came from. Okay, so this is looking great. So now let me come back over here. We've got everything on here now. We just have to get them rolled up. This is the fun part. Crescent rolls are fun. When I do these, a lot of times I want to scoot these over here because we're going to use this cookie sheet for them. But, at the holiday time, this would be a really fun one you could do at the holidays because of the different colors. You could even put some sun-dried tomatoes in them or on top to garnish. Now, wouldn't that be pretty? But with the colors of red and green and everything, this would be a fun one to also do at the holidays. We'll have to do that. Here we come. All right, now we've got these. They're all ready to go to the oven, so I'll meet you at the oven. Okay, we've got our Caprese crescent rolls in the oven. We'll let them go for about 7 minutes, and then we'll check on them, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so we have gotten these out of the oven now. They've sat here for a few minutes. Look at this. Oh my, y'all, they're looking so nice. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer them over to another tray here, and we're gonna put our topping on. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my melted butter. I just melted a little bit, and I'm gonna put this melted butter. Now these are still warm. They're actually pretty warm. We're gonna put melted butter all over these. We're gonna put our topping on them, and then we're gonna move them over to our permanent serving tray. Oh, y'all, these are just gonna taste delicious. I can't wait to try these little guys. Look at this. Okay, so now we've got our butter. I wanna set the butter aside. You wanna make sure you have that butter on there, so then my thought is that then this cheese is gonna just stick really, really well. So we're gonna put our cheese all over. That's what I was wanting, is for that cheese just to melt on top. And then right before you serve them, if you were gonna make these and then let's say serve them in just a little bit, you could always put some, right at the end, put some fresh cheese on top if you wanted, because this is gonna melt. But that's what I wanted. I wanted this just to kind of melt and make a cheese coating on it. This is just some chopped up basil. Y'all, these Caprese croissants have turned out so good. I'm getting ready to take a quick bite. Let me see which one. I think I'm gonna go after this one. Here we go. Okay, let's try one real quick. Oh my gosh. Oh y'all, that is heaven. That is so good. That butter and that cream cheese. Oh my goodness, y'all, that is fantastic. I could eat this whole plate. Let me bring you up closer so you can see it. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at these. They just turned out fantastic and they just taste wonderful. Now be sure and try these and let me know what you think, and check out that next video that's popping up. I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.